Jesus Prabhupada, 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 Jesus Prabhupada. Jesus Prabhupada, 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 Jesus Prabhupada. Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga.
Low battery, please charge.
Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga. Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra, Gauranga. Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra, Gauranga, 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 Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh my Lord Sri Krishna. Oh my Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare go there. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Sri Advaita Chandra, Jai Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Thanks for using.
Okay, let's see. Here we are. Nectar Moon of Lord Caitanya. Let's see here. Criticism of those who are not devotees of Lord Caitanya. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Jesus. My mind thinks that a person who is countless pious credits and has completely taken shelter of Lord Hari, but does not worship Lord Chaitanya is very poor and unfortunate. Very poor and unfortunate. Yeah, that becomes more and more clear, as I'm worshiping the Lord. Just it's amazing. Just to pleasing the Lord, when he was a child, he would sit on the lap of these ladies and he would cry and cry and cry. And then he would get them to induce them to chant Hare Krishna. And then they stopped crying. He'd stop crying. Yeah. He stopped crying. And it's so funny because that's now I'm saying that I'm starting to realize certain things about that paradoxical pastime. Because we're chanting Hare Krishna and we're crying. He stops crying. But there's another angle of that, another level, because everybody is crying. You can see they're sad and they're crying because they're not chanting Hare Krishna. That's the way to stop the material crying. See, they're crying out. You can go look at them in the world, and you could see long faces. So, in other words, this is the kind of crying the Lord wants. See, he wants it, but you know what? Once you find out what he wants, see, this is Vrindavan. Once you find out what the Lord wants, then you realize, oh, that's what I wanted also. I wanted what he wants. That's paradise. That's strange. We don't live like that in the world. We want what we want. And the devotees of Vrindavan, we want what he wants, what the Lord wants, Krishna wants. Sounds no wonder they think devotees are insane. That's nuts. In this world, that is not sane. It's a dog eat dog here, man. You know, the bigger false ego is the one in charge. The one who's most selfish has the most money, right? The most wealth. The one who cheat, everything's opposite of Vrindavan. And I don't know. This is why it's so great, this chanting holy name, and this is why Prabodhana is speaking this way, because to get this realization that our happiness is God's happiness, that's Vrindavan consciousness, man. That is impossible. It's impossible for a guy like me to have that kind of understanding unless I actually have the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. There's no way, and that's the exquisiteness of this incarnation. That's the amazing mercy of this incarnation to be able to chant the holy name and ecstatic love to awaken, and because that purifies the consciousness, that's where you start to really get purified. Without this devotion awakening in your heart, you're not even beginning to know God. You're not even beginning to know him because that is him. And gradually, as we're chanting over the years and getting purified, as you see, it's not just the ecstatic love awakens and you're finished. You're getting purified and you're developing a relationship just like you do with people in the world. You develop a relationship over time. Well, the same thing. Time is used to develop this relationship with Krishna. You know, time is very useful in this because it gives us time to develop this relationship. Thank you, time. See, time destroys non-devotees because you waste your time away and then you die. And you die without this devotion. Even on the Vaidhi level, you see people, they don't make much advancement. They're just, time is going, and then they're destroyed and they take another birth because they haven't reached this how to please the Lord, how the Lord is eternal and his devotees are eternal because they have the same happiness of the Lord. They're so in communion. They have perfected their lives in this world, realizing, oh, I see, I'm here to make the Lord happy, and that's my happiness. Truly, genuinely, honestly, not lying, not pretending. See, ecstatic love makes it possible. And without Lord Chaitanya's grace, you ain't going to get it. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen recipients of Lord Chaitanya's grace in the Vaishnava Sampradaya yet. I know Prabhupada was because devotees know real devotees. But, even Prabhupada speaks about the grace of Lord Chaitanya. That's why he wrote all these books, man. He knew this time was coming. That's why he came to me. He obviously knew that there was something important going to be happening here because of that ecstatic devotion. Why did he come to Gaur Haridas? I was worshiping the Lord in this ecstasy. He came to confirm, hey man, you're right on the money, man. You found the real wealth. Distribute it now. Teach them about the glories of Lord Chaitanya. Teach them, just make them aware of how, like Lalita said in their class today, people, the ones with the biggest false egos don't even believe they got a false ego. Teach them the mercy of Lord Chaitanya to give you a true experience. I mean, what you see here in this song is so extraordinary. You see people pleasing Krishna right before your eyes. Nobody even knows what that means. No guru out there knows what that means. Kaipataka, Radhanath, they don't know what it means to please Krishna. If they did, they would go, oh boy, you, Lalita Ganga, oh Johan, oh River, look at this, you're pleasing Krishna. Congratulations, and none of that because they don't know what it is to please Krishna, even though our books are screaming it. Ecstatic love over and over again. Oh, yes, Lord Chaitanya is so happy when devotees developed ecstatic love. Where in this world can you develop this ecstatic love more than here? Where you don't even see the symptoms of it. These gurus don't even know what it is. They don't even care about it. And this is the most important mission to God, Krishna, in the universe. And we're grassroots right here. This simple pleasing Krishna, by chanting the holy name in ecstasy. And you get that only through the devotees who chant the holy name with great ecstatic devotion, like the verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita says, not by pious deeds, not by renunciations that all these gurus teach, and by your big sadhanas and your chanting 1 lakh. No, no, no. It's through the devotees here who chant the holy name here in ecstatic devotion. If they're chanting somewhere else, okay, great, there too, but where is it? We need to emphasize this point because people are not getting it. Because everybody's groggy. The Maya's bitten them and made them stupid and dumbed down, man. They serve they believe in these leaders in the governments and the government of religion, and they're being cheated on all levels. This is the way to please the Lord. This is what Lord Chaitanya came to give us the ability to chant the holy name in great ecstatic devotion. And that's happening here, proving that the mercy is here to do that. This is called sacrifice. The demons, they're doing sacrifice. They consider all this destruction their sacrifice. See, their death is their sacrifice, and life is our sacrifice. Our sacrifice, the Lord says, I'm just going to give you life. Do the sacrifice of life. Speak life into people, not death. They're speaking death into you. Go get your injection. They're speaking death into you. Come get your injection of Krishna into you. Come get Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna to live inside you. Get that injected in Sadhu Sangha. See, there's a little bit of pain from the false ego you develop, from believing in liars and cheaters. Maya's always lying and cheat. That's what she does. Am I cheating anybody? Am I cheating you out there to tell you these things? Is this not true? Now can you look at the books and see the essence? Before you couldn't, because you got to follow the process. You got to get a bona fide spiritual master. It's the Lord coming as that guru. Only that kind of devotee whose heart is the same as the Lord knows the Lord's intentions, the Lord's meaning by personal experience. The Lord showed me this stuff from years of chanting, ecstatic worship of the Lord, like you're doing here. Shows me that even the lowest persons can attain the greatest mercy just by following the real process, by going to the real devotees who have this gift. It's a gift, man. That's right. No blood clots with these vaccines. We get the blood flowing, as you can see here, right? You don't see no clotted blood here, huh? It's a great verses. What I'm telling you is the realizations that Prabodha had there. I don't know. The Lord is by mantras is giving me that understanding, and it's fantastic. I mean, this was his preaching. I'm sure this made many devotees what he preached because he was a recipient of that mercy. He saw how astounding it is. I see how astounding it is. I can't help but preach it. And just I see the result of people believing these words because they're very true and they work. They cause people to have that transcendental Lord awakened in them. They're reborn spiritually. Even though you could be a guru for 40, 50 years after Prabhupada and you still don't know this. So that even they need this mercy if they want to advance. Otherwise, you're snailing along and you take another birth and maybe you get a Brahmin family because you had respect for Prabhupada's books. But you don't understand them. You don't understand. It's all about what we preach here. The whole mission of the Hare Krishna movement is about what we preach here. It's in those two words, the Hare Krishna, the Krishna consciousness movement, to become conscious of Krishna is all here. Getting the mercy of Lord Caitanya, getting Bhakti Lata Bij, so when you chant Hare Krishna, you feel increasing devotional, ecstatic love and connection, awakening more and more and more, dissolving all your impediments in this world. You start moving faster than anybody on any other path. They're all more or less the same. Tony Robbins is no different than pretty much when he started. Not much different. Same old stuff. Same old teachings too. See, they're the old same old thing. How to make money, become wealthy, have a business. It goes for everything. All these Radhanath and all teach the same old thing. How to follow lots of rules. How to do your sadhana, right? I mean, what? Same old religion. How to follow rules, how to do fast, how to do ceremonies, how to come to the temple and eat prasadam. You know, how to sit through these classes and ceremonies, how to do at best fire sacrifice, how to carry big sticks. Become sannyas and prance around the stage and look like you're important. You're not important to the Lord until you chant the holy name in ecstasy. That's the practical side of things. That's why those who are important to the Lord are those who are intimate with Him, right? It's just like, what's the difference in the world? You marry somebody; they're important to you, right? You're married to them; they're your other half. You love being with them, and so anyway, it doesn't ever work out very well usually in this world, but it works out perfectly with Krishna. And with ecstatic love, which Lord Chaitanya is giving through this line here, you can bond with the Lord like that. Otherwise, man, you got many lifetimes of austerities and still you won't do it. You can, Narayan Raj told you the truth, man. It'll be many lifetimes before you can get what we are giving here. It wasn't for him to teach this, but it is for us on Prabhupada's order and Krishna's blessing. Personally came through here. Personally confirmed by your experiences. Confirmed by this preaching. Confirmed by even if anybody is really looking for the truth and you hear here attentively and then you go and you look in the book, you find that, wow, man, that lit up. And then you even listening to this preaching, you're getting realization upon realization that you never got before. Not like this. In other words, you get what I got. That's the whole thing. What is a father and mother about? To have babies, right? What other meaning is it? So transcendentally, that's the only meaning for here, is to have children, have a legacy. Everybody in the world, they like mundane. Oh yeah, my children. I make wealth for my, make wealth for my children. These. It's all for the children. I'm thinking, oh, how unimportant, really, and how much a waste. You want these mundane children. I like children like this, man. I like children, like father, like son, man. Gorhari's ecstatic because of, having this connection, and then you come here and you listen, and you're born again, man. You're spiritually reborn, and then you're like this too. You laugh, you cry, you choke up, and you're part of the eternal family. Yeah, I like children like this. This to me lasts. I know when I pass from this body, I'm going to see you all again. But that's not for people with their legacy families. You'll have a different body, a different person. You'll look differently. Even if you found your relative, you'll just think, who are you, man? I don't know your body. We'll know our bodies because we got spiritual bodies already developing here, already awakened. We get a little wild around here, man. This bhakti is wild, man. That's why I like it. Wild, yeah. I think I love you. That's Krishna, man. Radha and Krishna, that's why I'm with them, man. I like that wild nature, man. Can't break Krishna, man. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. My mind thinks. It's my mind now. My mind thinks a person who has countless pious credits, see, and has done completely taken shelter of Lord Hari, but does not worship Lord Chaitanya is very poor and unfortunate, very practical. You see that in the Krishna conscious movement. A lot of people they give some, oh yeah, Lord Chaitanya, but they think because Prabhupada preached Krishna a lot of Radha and Krishna, they all do that. Oh, Radha and Krishna, Radha, oh, I love you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But they don't take shelter of Lord Chaitanya. Therefore, they don't know this ecstatic devotion like we do they? See? And how do they prove that they're like this verse? See, they're like this verse. Well, they've taken shelter. A lot of people, a lot of Vaishnavas taking shelter of Radha and Krishna, right? Oh, nice devotees. And right there, they go to Namhata every week, take shelter of Krishna and Bhagavad Gita. But they're in the eyes of Prabodhananda Saraswati and devotees here, at least what I'm seeing. Oh yeah, you're very poor and unfortunate. Yeah, just you're unfortunate. You haven't taken shelter of Lord Chaitanya. Oh yes, we have. You see where we go. We have his books on the shelf. Oh yeah, yeah. We say Lord Chaitanya Nitai. We say the Panchatattva mantra. Ah, but you see, we're here to test you. We're here to see, have you taken shelter of Lord Chaitanya? Because if you have, you would like family members, because we're part of that family. And you fail, but you cannot fail. That's why we're here, so you don't completely fail. You don't fail forever. You get up and you find out how to take shelter of Lord Chaitanya, because this is it. If you like this ecstasy, Mr. Radhanath, if you say this is the real disciplic line here before you, then you'll get this also, become part of the family. Otherwise, you just got your little followers in this life. In the next life, they're all gone. You're gone. You got another body, man, another face. Yeah, without this ecstatic devotion, you don't know what the Krishna conscious movement is about yet, because it's about this. It's about what you see is what you get. See? And what you get makes you immortal forever, makes you like Narada. Till he goes around the universe, chants the holy name in ecstasy, and knows, oh, this is the only real thing in this world, pleasing the Lord. It makes the Lord happy and I'm happy. Perfect sacrifice. Because it's all about sacrifice. You go to work every day, you're doing a sacrifice, man. Fruit of activities, man. Because that's your qualification, is you're a fruit of worker, man. And you must do that, otherwise you will not be happy. Only till you want to get the mercy of Lord Caitanya, then that stuff will go less and less. You won't have to be doing it. You'll be more and more this. You realize, oh, let me follow the path of bliss. Let me just make the Lord happy and ecstatically chanting the holy name. And whatever happens will happen nicely. But you better be chanting like this, otherwise, you're a pretender. This is it, man. You know, the mercy of Lord Chaitanya is the only meaning for one advancing in spiritual life. That's what I see. That's what Krishna Das Kaviraj said. So that's what Prabodhananda Saraswati saw, because they saw that in that person of Lord Chaitanya. But they don't see it anymore. Why? Because you don't have one devotee seeing it. All you need is one to convince, and one, and two, and three, and four that this is the best path, man. Being around devotees like this is better than 1,000 radhanas association. What do you get there? What do you get here? Just use your brain. What do you get there? A lot of rules, a lot of regulations. You get the glorified person who doesn't have ecstatic love, or you can't see symptoms of it. I mean, you'll be doubtfully doing it with all those gurus, doubtfully, because they never show that they've actually got the qualification. Oh yeah, the Acharya Dev will go and show you his degree he's got on. Don't you see? I'm a PhD Vaishnava. Don't you see? I have Bhakti Shastra. Don't you see? I wrote these books. No, what I want to see, where's the ecstatic devotion, which is the perfect pleasure of Krishna and Lord Chaitanya? Where are the realizations glorifying these truths from personal realization, personal experience? That's the degree I want to see, degree of bhakti, man. The more intense, the more mature from practicing the presence. See? This is more authority there, more understanding there, right? Doesn't it? Bhagavad Gita 10:10. Where's the represented Bhagavad Gita 10:10? Are these gurus represented? I only bring them up. Thank you for my preaching, man, because it's all about that, man. Highest truth is what I'm preaching here. Distinguished from illusion is if they don't got it, man, why you going there? Cheese ain't there. Don't you want Krishna, anybody? You got to go where Krishna is. Yeah, highest truth is, I think we're describing it properly. Where the ecstatic devotees are, who have the realizations Lord Chaitanya brought. Personal experience and understanding. Oh, there's the cheese, man. Come eat the cheese and become lions. Transform instead of staying mice. Cowardly, wimpy mice following idols. See, idling away your time, not making any real advancement. Even Prabhupada said that. If you don't have a real guru, you don't make zero spiritual advancement. It's true. That's what I've seen. I don't see these guys advancing. I don't see the gurus. I don't see their followers. They look like blind people, blind leaders, and with blind followers. How can you make advancement when you're blind? You can't even see where you're going. That's what Lord Chaitanya gives. He gives you the real sight, man. He just honed right in on the essence. That's why you listen here, you go directly to the treasure. We'll lead you directly to the treasure. Even Lord Chaitanya taught. He taught Sanatana or Rupa in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. The Vedas describe where the treasure is, but you need a guru to show you where that is. It's not enough to just read about it. You need purification. You need association. You need a vibration, man, of transcendental ecstasy. You need clear, conclusive understanding that comes from very deep worship of the Lord in ecstasy. See, Bhagavad Gita 10:10. There's your guru, man. You need that. If you want Vrindavan, otherwise just chant Hare Krishna. Yeah, stay in ISKCON, maybe you get liberated. But you won't get Vrindavan. That comes by the devotees from Vrindavan teaching you about that. Yeah, you don't even know. See, in all of ISKCON, all those millions of devotees, they don't even know that ecstatic love is glorious. They may know here, but then they see it, they run away. That's not knowing it here. Look at the Naraymas. They know, oh, Radha, Radha, Rupa, Rupa, memorize all the verses. They know it up here, man. But here it's actually in demonstration. Oh, they run away. Oh, you're saying you can get prema in this life. Oh, we don't believe it. See, they just croak like frogs now. See, they fit the verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's right there. Those who do not believe in the mercy of the Panchatattva, which we preach here all the time, just come get the mercy of Panchatattva. It's fabulous. It's amazing. It's here. It's working. It's been blessed. Oh, no, we don't believe. No, my Guru Dev said many lifetimes before Prema, we don't believe that. Rupa Goswami give their croaking classes without any realization. This is real. You come here, you want to realize something, you come here and you'll realize what you're talking about. Otherwise, you just got another purebhakti.com without any pure bhakti coming. You got just another crying school without any crying. You don't even see the value of crying. Oh, no, don't cry in here, man. But we're a crying school. How hypocritical. You'll never get over hypocrisy like that. Saying you know God, but you don't know God. Here, you can't. Do we know God or what? Here, what you see is what you get. Isn't this pretty straight? You can't get over hypocrisy. You've got to get the grace. The grace. The Lord shows Himself. Okay, boom. No more hypocrisy. You have an actual experience of the true Lord, and you preach that, and you liberate people. Hey, man, you can't get a better path than that. We got a monopoly right now on Lord Chaitanya's mercy because nobody else knows it, as far as I see, and no one else preaches it, as far as I see. If you prove us wrong, you're welcome to come here. Prove that you got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya because this is its style. You got this ecstatic worship like he did and like his real followers did, and you preach it and other people get it and show you that you're a real guru. Yes, it's correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna, ecstatic devotion to Krishna, are certainly the spiritual method. There's no doubt. There should be, if anybody is doubting in the Narayan Raj group or Radhanath, is Gohari a real guru? If you're doubting, you don't know the scriptures. You don't know, especially if you're a spiritual master yourself, you're not a real one because you don't know the simple truth. Even my disciples are awakening bhakti in others. It's meant to be like that. The Lord passed the potency on to his people he met, and they started chanting and become really ecstatic more. They chanted more, became spiritual teachers and spiritual masters. It's happening here again. This is the real line. Is it happening in Radhanas or Jaipatak? I only bring them up because I got to preach, man. I got to make some distinctions because people are going that way. They should be going this way if they really want Krishna, right? Why are you going that way? I got to point it out and convince people. I want to convince these gurus they're not going. They should be going this way if they want the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Ooh, I don't want to waste my time on this planet. Do you? Waste our time. What are we here for? If we can't, relish this bhakti and also share it with others and get some people out of here, out of the illusion. It's already, look, we're getting quite a few. We got 14 people used right now. A lot of times we have 20, 25. That's pretty good. You're hearing the word, you're hearing the truth. Just go on hearing, and you shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. It's always the same thing, always the same preaching. You meet a real guru, they sow the kingdom of God in you, and it awakens as love of God. That's it. It's always been like that. See, and with the advent of Lord Chaitanya, he's made the guru's job much easier. He's made my job much easier. Yeah, we have lots of weapons to destroy illusion. Man, we've got all these concepts, pure truths, real truths. We have the holy name, chanted in ecstasy. Oh man, you ain't gonna get a more strong, more powerful weapon than that. Yeah, great verse. Pathetic are the followers of Vedic ritual. So don't give me a hard time out there, you and your groups. He was harder than I. I'm a softie compared to him. This is how he's saying. You want to see how you pathetic? Are you followers of Vedic ritual? You're pathetic. You didn't tell me to turn the reverberation down, but I caught it. See, pathetic are the followers of Vedic ritual. Let that sink in. How many of you followers of Varnashram Dharma, in the eyes of devotees who have received the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, like him and like us, I'll say it nicely, you're pathetic. Pathetic. How's that for your false egos? You're following a pathetic. But Prabhupada said to do this. Okay, but it's really it's for pathetic people and the beginners. Okay. You want to remain pathetic or you want to become glorious? The Lord is giving. It's a new thing. Good news for you. What do you think? Jesus going around, hey, we got some good news. We got some good news. Hey, man, it's the same thing. We also got good news. You should be going to, hey, all over Facebook, man. Hey, you, don't tell them that they're pathetic, but hey, you Vaidhi Bhaktas, you glorious Vaidhi Bhaktas. We got some fantastic news for you. The mercy of Lord Chaitanya is here, and we're distributors. We've been hired in parampara system. Come into our into come and get the mercy. Come get the good news of becoming an ecstatic devotee very easily without a lot of trouble. Don't remain pathetic. It's pathetic now. Right now, it's pathetic. It was okay when Prabhupada's preaching. Then it's great. It's good. Okay, you got your move. But now it's pathetic. Why? Because we got the realizations of Prabodhananda Saraswati. We got that. They're in force now. Okay, come on. That's pathetic. Come on. Stop going those boring Namahata things. Come on over here where you get some real life, man. Real juice, man. Get over those rituals. Do the ritual of turning your camera on regularly every day. Watch either the replay or the live. Do that ritual. It's an easy ritual. If you do that, you'll be free of all other rituals. You'll abandon all varieties of religion just because you did the ritual of turning. Make that a ritual, man. Hey, yeah, I got to do that. The Gohari's giving me a very difficult sadhana, man. I gotta go reach over and turn the camera on every day. Well, either you do that ritual, that difficult ritual, that really tough ritual that you end up really liking and loving, or you do the hard one. You'll go under the knife of Jaipataka and Radhanath and work your body. Oh, we got to wait 5 years before initiation though with Radhanath. 5. Here don't come here where we just speak the holy name and that's the initiation. That's your Harinam, man. Yeah, the name goes right in, man. You start to like to chant, man. You like to hear about Lord Chaitanya or like to read Chaitanya Leela. You like to hear Chaitanya Leela. I like to hear from the crazy mad talks of a real associate of Lord Chaitanya. You start to like the roars after the mode of goodness gets out of you, man. You like to hear the actual cursing of devotees. Can you imagine? You realize, oh, the curse is a blessing. You know how many people, the Lord, you think I'm crazy for saying these things, but this is all the truth. I'm here to tell the truth, man. Lord Chaitanya got the curse of a Brahmin. The Brahmin cursed him. I curse you. I curse with me. He was angry. I curse you to never enjoy the happiness of family life. And the Lord thought, oh, this is a great boon for me. I accept. Advaita would be cursing Nityananda, and it was glorifying. See, because it's a devotee. They can only bless. Like the people that are not liberated, they come to the spiritual master who points things out, right? I point out a lot of stuff, right? They say, oh, you're not supposed to do that. Didn't you hear what Jesus said? Judge not, lest ye shall be judged. See, they think that you are like that. An empowered person should be like that. Oh, but then they never quote the last part. But my judgment is just. That's a guru, man. It's got to be just judgment. What do you think Bhagavatam is? That's why people don't know it. They don't get just judgment. You don't get the highest truth distinguished from illusion. See? You only get the book you don't understand because it's only understood by those who worship the Lord in loving ecstasy, right? Only the pure in heart can understand Srimad Bhagavatam because Srimad Bhagavatam is God, is Krishna, is Bhagavan in book form. Only the ecstatic love of a devotee is awakened by these books because it's God, just like the name is God, is Krishna. Okay? So you need to meet a living devotee. They're not like you. That applies to you. Yeah, yeah. Because you got material motives and all that stuff, and you can't make a just judgment. You judge things according to envies and jealousies and all these other things swirling inside. But you need just judgment. You need a Jesus say, "Hey, man, I'm going to point out something. Yeah, I said, judge not, lest ye shall be judged." Yeah, well, listen. By the way, those Pharisees are vipers. Stay away from them. They got false ego, man. Watch out. A lot of pride. Huh, you think Gohar said, "Yeah, watch out for those." Right now, this is where if you get what we're talking about, you're coming here. You This is the place to be. Don't rub shoulders too closely with these big religionists in the form of gurus. Because if you do, that's the leaven of the Pharisees. You'll become proud like them and you won't be able to come here. Even people who leave here to become teachers like them, big teachers, I even say don't rub shoulders with them. Otherwise, you'll lose faith in what we're doing. You'll become proud. You'll think, oh, you have no idea. See? It's about the duty of a real guru to point out these truths. Otherwise, you don't know. You just stumble right in there. Even though I tell people don't do it, they do it anyway. They become proud. Well, I got a different opinion than Gohari. See, and I can do that because I'm just like Gauri. I'm as good as Gauri. See, I'm as equal because I got some ecstasy too. Okay? Another obstacle, huh? See, these are personal experiences. I get to see. By doing this for 22 years as preaching, or 25 years now, I got to see a few things. Beware the leaven of the Pharisees. Beware those, practically, beware those who leave here to become teachers. See? They leave here to become teachers. In other words, they don't want to get purified and become a real teacher. Real teachers are the Vaishnavas here. See, you teach by example, you show the real path. As soon as you leave the real path to be a teacher, you're an illusion. You can only, we teach by the book here. Here you teach by example of following the path. See, and then you're right in line, and we work together. See, like glue, we're glued together by the truth. That's how we can become effective. Otherwise, the Maya pulls people away by these illusions. You are just the one that needs to judge, etc. See things. Yeah. Yeah, the insight grows in the ecstasy. It's amazing. And no other real way can it do it. That's why here, this is a nice garden for that. You can only grow this kind of realizations to Goloka Vrindavan in this kind of association. Yeah. Even amongst Christians, they're full of alloys still, so many alloys because of association. I look through the lens of the Vedas, and like Madhyamadikari is more or less like that. They have some awakening, but they need further association to understand the the deeper, the deeper, pure type devotees. They don't get that usually. They kind of just have the Madhyam level of awakening. Shows you the power of Christ in that. It's still power there. So see, the incarnations never stop coming. So Lord Caitanya is the recent one. Look at the value, man. Oh, this is great, man. Yeah. Okay. Pathetic are the followers of Vedic ritual, and pathetic are the practitioners of severe austerity. Yeah. And you see, when I criticize the Vaishnavas who emphasize this intense, strict austerities and all that, people think I'm out of line. No, I'm in the line. This is the real line. Pathetic is that. I say it's very pathetic. It's so easy to get the mercy, Lord Chaitanya. Don't try, like Lord Chaitanya taught the brahmachari, the guy who didn't even eat vegetables. Don't try to increase your spiritual development by your renunciations and austerities. Preach it by staying amongst the devotees. Isn't that such a nice way? You can't glory in yourself. You always glory in the Lord, being part of the Lord's entourage. Otherwise, this is what I mean. Practically, my ex-wife, she went to do. She thought, Gohar, he's not very austere. Why he looks ordinary. But Narayan Raj, oh Radhakubad, they're austere. I follow Nirjam. See the pride in that? See, I get practical experience. That was my test. It's like Krishna says, well, do you want that as yeah, she's your wife. Do you want to be close to that? I don't know. No. Let's see if I can bring her into the real path. No, your jaw. Uh, really, you don't. You need a living Guru Goharidas. You need a Babaji. You need Narayan Raj. Look at the path he did. See? Anyway, I had to get it straight, and I did. She's still welcome to come back anytime, you see. But that stuff makes you really crooked. Bad association like that. hard to come back. I saw it, it's like, phew, boy, even though you see, you're so crooked. You're crooked by bad association. Yeah. Makes you a crook. Because you associate with crooks. Even in, religion is like crook. It's crooked. It's materially motivated. It's not clear. See, you don't know the real standard. See, Lord Chaitanya's mercy gives us the real standard, gives us the right realizations. And you can all check it. That's why I love these books. These books really give you confidence, man. So pathetic or the severe. So anybody you see teaching that, oh, this is the way you're going to realize the truth, do these severe austerities. Well, if that's all you got, okay, because nobody can teach you anything any better path, but we can. I just teach you what the Lord Chaitanya taught, or Prabodhananda taught. Come on, man, get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. See, to get that mercy, even then, you had to hear the preaching of a person like that. You had to hear this person really committed, a recipient of the mercy who could show you, yeah, I got this mercy. This is how it is. Look at this. He was writing all these books in ecstasy, Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi even. Can you imagine? And I'll tell you, he was writing it with tears. You can feel it. Otherwise, you wouldn't feel such things. In ecstasy, like Prabhupada's books, in ecstasy. Yeah. See, so pathetic is severe. Anyone teaching that path, and they've done that in Vaishnavism. Those kinds of persons came over and took over the disciplic line. That's how, look in the world. Do you think we should have leader? I mean, really, ideally, should our leaders be like Biden and destroy the country? Do you see he's destroying the whole world? There could be a world war simply because he won't sit at the table with Putin and talk about these things. His false ego is so big. He won't talk about these things. See, so in this thing could be resolved like that, but they won't do it because of fall. Even Putin says, "Hey man, why don't you come? Well, this shouldn't be done. We shouldn't be doing that. Why are you interfering? Why do you want this?" See, these are our leaders. They want destruction. Okay? Now, there's a whole nother level where it's all ordained and all that, but still, the bottom line is it's great teaching. These are, look at who your leaders are, because your leaders can only lead you as far as their consciousness is. If it's polluted and dirty and filthy, which most are in religion and in politics, that's you can't get rid of the dirt. Their conscience is dirty. Yeah. Our consciousness is clean. Why? Because of the mercy and being cleansed. It's not just say clean, it's cleansing. We're cleansed daily, regularly, because of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. It's the only way to keep it clean in this world. We need this mercy of the Lord, otherwise everything is polluted, everything is dirty. Even in the Vaidya, dirty mind still. You got a dirty mind, dirty hearts. The mercy of Lord Chaitanya is phenomenal. It was the hardest thing with preaching, like when some of our students, they have a little ecstasy, they got raised sometimes, and then they're just inside still contamination. They still want to be equal with Guru, stuff like that. And it pollutes, you associate too closely with that, you get polluted even. It was difficult for me to, figure these things out because it's very subtle. And also students to figure it out, because we got to figure it out. We got to figure out and get in that clean mercy of Lord Chaitanya. It's so great. Perfect bath. See, the real bath is this clean energy. See, real clean energy is the love of Gauranga. See, Radha Krishna love comes from the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, and that's the grace we distribute. When Jesus, he knew about these kinds of stuff. He said, "I am the true vine." See? You got to find the real branch on the Chaitanya tree. This would take me years to get to this point to preach this. And it's being preached now. You guys are getting it. Congratulations. No, you because you develop faith in this, and you're going through the purifications, and you see and you witness, like, yeah, this is it, man. Just come sit in the dentist chair a little bit, and the operation will be over. All you do is turn the camera on, and immediately purification happens. It is not unlike taking a bath or a shower, then not taking another one for a year and still believing you're clean. Yeah, 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 exactly. Yeah, it's this is an inner purification. It's great. It's really there's nothing more powerful than the mercy of Lord Chaitanya to relish this love for him, because that's his love. His love is the perfect solvent. It's the perfect purification. It's perfect everything. It's the perfect inspiration. It's the perfect happiness. It's everything, man. It's true. The desire, the desire tree. Like the devotees are the desire tree to fulfill all that desires, and that's basically you just get that awakening of this love. It's perfect. It's God's love, literally God's love. Love of God, God's love. See, that's the devotee relationship. See, it's this very intimate, loving affairs, with the Lord. It's unbelievable, man. Yeah, it's just, yeah. So, yeah, it's great. Okay, let's see what else we get out of this. Ah, pathetic are the dull-witted fools whose mouths have have blossomed with the words, "I am Brahman." See, still pride there. Why do we lament for these animals in the guise of men intoxicated by taste of things other than Krishna? Isn't that beautiful? I love that, man. You got to get intoxicated by this love of Krishna, man. This is proof that this is where to be. You got to be around the devotees who are intoxicated by the holy name and pastimes. You got to be around them. That's where the real path is. Lord Chaitanya, he took shelter of Ishvarapuri because Ishvarapuri was intoxicated on the holy name. He would come, Ishvarapuri, you can read the Chaitanya Bhagavat. He would come into Navadvip, and he was weaving, he was chanting Hare Krishna. Nobody, see, even back then, they didn't understand the glories of ecstatic devotees and ecstatic devotion. Just like now. And so he's weaving around, and Lord Chaitanya spotted him. He said, "Oh, there's an ecstatic devotee, man. Let me take initiation from him." They would sit together, and Ishvarapuri would read his book about Krishna and be crying and everything. And he said, "Will you point out some faults?" And Lord Chaitanya, "Point faults with your book? Huh, are you kidding? I don't want to be offensive. If this book is written by a devotee, I don't care misspellings or this or that. It's written from your heart. You're really authorized. You're a devotee. Yeah. Real love is in your heart, man. Makes everything perfect. That's the secret, man. Get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. You come as you are, and you get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. You're glorious. Maybe even hear people. You got to understand where this is a halfway house still. People are getting purified. They're not going to even recognize, that you just got a little edge to you or whatever. Okay? But inside, the Lord has chosen you. If you're chosen. We can see if you're chosen. We teach how to recognize the chosen ones. Isn't it nice not just to have just the one? There's only one, and usually they're not even the one. It's just the one bigger false ego than the others. That's all. That's the one in the world. Here we make the one, the two, the three, the four, the five, the six, the seven, and we're going to keep going. 18. Going to make it. We got 18 so far. Yeah, how to recognize the chosen ones. Well, there's Satchidananda. We're teaching this and make it clear. Satchidananda. They have, if you have the mercy of the Lord, and the way the mercy of the Lord is for Him to give Himself to you, just like that pastime. The Lord, these devotees, they love the Lord. They went to great trouble every year. They went to Puri from all the way from Navadvip. They walked. It's a long way, long walk, a lot of trouble through jungles. You could be bitten by snakes and you could die and all kinds of troubles. And the Muslims were out there watching everything, and they were like, they could kill you. And every year they came for 4 months, and the Lord brought tears to his eyes. God, you go through so much trouble. I don't even to go anywhere. I stay here, and you come to see me. Oh, what can I give you? How can I repay you for this, for your love for me? Uh, I got no money, but I can give you what I have. I'll give you my body. You can sell it anywhere you want for whatever price. See, that's what you guys got. See, because it's real. It's not a lie here. It's as the book teaches. That was a living reality then. It's a living reality now. Okay? You come. You. The price was what? Turn on your camera regularly. Develop faith in what we're doing. At least, let your heart be here, and the Lord gives Himself to you, where you start to have these transcendental feelings for God. You can't get this by severe austerities, by pious deeds, building a zillion hospitals and a zillion lives. It only comes through the devotees who have the Lord has given Himself to them, just like the Lord gave Himself to Jesus, right? We know that. He gave that, the Son gives it to the others. That's the way the Lord works. It's parampara, disciplic line. But if the Lord hasn't given Himself to you, that's why I say these gurus, you have to prove, has the Lord given Himself to you? Otherwise, you're not a high quality guru. You're still blind. Not having your eyes opened is the Lord has given Himself to you, and your eyes are opened because He's inside you, and you can see by His mercy. Otherwise, I got no vision. I can't see nothing. Nobody can. The Lord is our eyes. Love for God is our eyes. This devotion. These symptoms are showing. You see, this person has a degree. Look at those ornaments. Look at their qualifications. Their ecstatic worship of the Lord. There you go. Yeah, and it's that simple. So I give you the Lord says, I give you my transcendental body, and now you can sell it anywhere at any price. Sell it. It doesn't mean money. Sell it. You got to, like a sell. How do you sell your product? Here it's not about money to sell my product. My product is Radha and Krishna, Lord Caitanya. It's mercy. That's my product. I'm selling it. You see, where's the money? I'm not asking the money for it. I may ask for a donation, but you don't have to give nothing. Okay? I'm trying to sell people on the mercy of the Lord Chaitanya and how to get this product. There has to be some kind of, like um, some kind of method. That's what we're selling, the method. Just come in Sadhu Sangha. Here, 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 here. Because we have this product. We are authorized distributors of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, which is the love of God, man, that you can get very easily. Otherwise, very hard to go to people who don't have it. It's impossible, actually. How do you go to somebody who doesn't have the body of the Lord, which is love for the Lord, His love, God's love? With all the symptoms of that laughing, crying, choking up, all of this when they chant the holy name, which is proving that they have the real degree, the right degree, the degree you need to know. Otherwise, you're looking for paper degrees or rubber stamps from some ordinary material consciousness, ideas, concepts, material concepts. But the principle is the same. You got to have a degree. See, you want to be an authorized distributor of Lord Chaitanya's mercy, you got to have a degree. You definitely have to have a degree. But what kind of degree is the question? Not a paper degree, not a bunch of people sitting around saying, you sure your guru, go out and make disciples. No, the degree of devotion, degree of ecstasy, overflowing joy, like somebody was talking about joy in Lalita's class, Sim. It's easy to contain joy. Oh, not this kind of joy. It's very hard to contain. The joy of God is very hard. It just makes you want to jump up and express the glory of it. What happened to Lalita? She disappeared. Or did she? Oh, there it is. Okay. I thought her whole picture disappeared. Okay, so give us a word there, River.
Wow, Maharaj. I use the word ridiculous a lot. It's just so ridiculous, ridiculous. Instead of one. Yeah, I was watching a film last night, but I was watching it from being actually not in it. And you could see how they manipulate to make you hate one person because actually one of them is better at doing what everybody's doing. Does that make sense?
Um,
They'll have a hero, won't they? They'll have a hero.
Yeah.
And in this thing I'm watching, he's kind of a bit of a psychotic, but everybody's psychotic in it. But he's just really good at playing all the others. He's really good at seeing what everybody's doing and playing their weaknesses. And this is actually what the demons do to us. They try to do this to us. They're getting everybody to play against each other. This is what the false ego is doing. And usually you kind of get manipulated into wanting to be on one person's side in the show. But this, you could actually see that they're all using what they have to use each other and play each other off. And it's really interested in seeing it this way. But this is what we do to each other, or the false ego does to each other. And you can see with these TVs and movies, media, how they manipulate society in every generation, not just in this one. How they've changed the media, how the media has changed, how the generation is, to how it's what they give out, to how the generation has become. And now it is about gender, different genders, and all of it. It's just becoming a norm. I sit there with my mouth open at how they show genders. It's all external, it's all external. And if you go actually deeper into it, and I can do that because I have Krishna, and I don't have to take any. It's like not taking the Vaishnava side. It's like that. It's like you can see the crusts. You can see everybody's cusp. You can see their rows. And with these things, with these people in these films, they're all playing a part. They all have Krishna, even though they don't have a conscious relationship with Krishna. But Krishna in me, I have more of a, like you do, a conscious relationship with Krishna, so he can see the play. But it's actually the play in the world. It's so great actually not to watch these movies and actually be dictated by them. You're just there and you watch them and you receive realizations from them. Oh yeah, everything they're doing is and what we do is really pathetic. All that time that we waste on just playing in this material world, when we could be playing with Krishna. And we could be safe and we could be free from the attachments. Fear is a big one. Fear, being free from those attachments. And you do that for me. I just had something with Karuna, but I could see myself, I just see myself getting really big. But I came up here and I sat down with you and I started listening to you, and I was gradually, really quickly back to center, back to that place where I could hear you clearly. I could hear you really, really clearly. It's I'm just saying about, I'm just talking about how we're manipulated by what we just surrender to. People surrender to TV and to media and to what they're seeing, and it's all external. They surrender
Yeah.
to that. We are surrendering here to to it, to what's real, and we are getting cleaner. And you know, I can't, it's really. I know it might be a bit confusing what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I get so many
No,
realizations.
no, yeah, let me comment first on that.
Okay, sorry, Maharaj.
No, that's okay. Let me just say, yeah, see, basically, this is getting God's protection. See, we're going deep into the source. See, so the source, now we understand even more than what these demon and demigods, the deeper we get connected with the source and the truth, the deeper truth, the more that we'll just naturally understand about the demons and the demigods beyond their realization and understanding. That's why you naturally can look now, like if you look at the TV programs and all that, because you got more mercy of the Lord, you can see what they're doing. You can see the predictive programming. You can see how Maya is working. Basically, they have a certain kind of intelligence. Say, like the demons right now are more controlling right now the situation, and they're destroying. That's their kind of their nature is to destroy, and the deepest level, it's all under the direction of the Lord, and there's a purpose for all of this. There's a rhyme and a reason, a development of consciousness ultimately in that, an awakening. But on the, when you're in the battle of this, the good against the bad, it's just all this stuff. You can't see nothing. But here you get out of it because you're in the deeper thing. You're into God's vision more. See, so then you get more freedom and you can see what's really going on here. And you're not so fooled um, by the Lord's Maya. He's the Lord, Krishna is a protector of his devotees. This is when he protects us from the Maya. Because, the demons, they're looking at, look at these fools. They're useless eaters. They don't even see we're bullshitting, we're lying to them, we're cheating them. They deserve to die. This is what they're thinking. They deserve, you're not, you don't have the strength to live, to survive. See? So that's the kind of mentality. You're believing us. We're telling you to become transvestites and
Yeah.
these kinds of transgenders, and you believe us, and then you're our slaves. You do what we say. You're not coming to these conclusions on your own. It comes by listening to us and believing in what we say. They know that. See, and so they think you don't deserve to live, and they're killing people off now. See, but if you can see what they're doing, you get a little bit of an edge, right? You can say, "Oh, okay, I don't need to go do that."
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, they say, "Oh, well, I won't be able to travel." I see their little trick there. Okay, I ain't gonna go for that one. I'll wait a little bit. Now you can travel. Look how many people they just because I got to travel, I got to go now, and then they go do that. They get the poison in their arm. They're going to probably drop dead in a year or two. Get some kind of diseases or all kinds of weird shit going to go on in them, all because they didn't wait. See, they didn't see the trick. They were being tricked. But you see, being a devotee of the Lord, the Lord gives you that protection. I mean, he gives me that protection. I get to see a lot
Yeah.
of stuff, and sidestep it. Otherwise you just don't go walk right into the trap. Why would even Jesus said you got to become wise as serpents, because these are the ones ruling the world. The serpents, literally, they're like reptilian type consciousness. How can you not? How can they not be something like that with the lack of empathy? I mean, they had no empathy. It's just, you're just a resource, man. A piece of cattle. Yeah. Ants. Phew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Go ahead. So continue.
Krishna also said to me, he said when I was watching, and two things, when I watch these things, it's like another life. I don't know this stuff. I
Mhm.
haven't associated with this media and this. It's just completely like, wow. And he said that they don't know who they are. They can't tell us about who we are at all. They can't say anything deeper to what we are. They can only use this as manipulating us in society. It is exactly that. You can move through, walk a clear path by moving around the obstacles and moving around the traps, so you don't get trapped. You can keep doing that. You can watching movies is something my thing as well. Not so much anymore, but it's so great because it's so like not have what being in media and watching any kind of media really, and seeing this as just an illusion, as just a movie, as just, but you get so much from it, so much from this. It's entertaining. It's entertaining for Krishna. It's uplifting. It's safe. It's guiding. It's cleaning. When you was talking, I was thinking, taking 2 baths. I'm having like 2 or 3 baths a day here, constantly being cleansed, and not externally. Yes, we have to externally bath to remove the smell of this illusion from us because it's there. Sorry, here, coming here 3 times a day or how many times we do, we are cleansed constantly of the illusion. We are cleansed and cleansed, and we are just being bathed by the mercy of the Lord. Instead of, I've got to have a bath, I've got to be clean on the outside, and just completely forget about what the inside is. And here we get in everything individually. Whilst you speak, I don't know, this is a question, Raj. Whilst you speak, Krishna says things to me about what you're talking about. And it's really enlightening because he reminded me of something that I've never thought about for such a long time, and meeting it together with what you're saying. He just puts it all together for you, and it's great at understanding people, understanding what they need, and understanding what they don't. I can't do any of this. It just comes through. My thing is, I've got so many things to say, I can't get them all out, and sometimes it can be a bit shuffling through my stuff. Completely change of life, completely different life, completely overwhelmed regularly with everything that's happening. Be it if we have manipulated to think it's good or bad, coming here, we can transcend those things, and we can still, actually, for me anyway, still be this brilliant, amazing spiritual family, still be attached to you, still come here every day. I'm thinking about what you're saying to us while you're speaking. This is my spiritual father. He's given me everything, and I kind of see what my own father's doing and what you're doing, and then my father, my eternal father as well inside, and it's all. I couldn't do any of this, and without your shelter, without my gosh, without everything that's happening, without all the devotees, because they all give something so amazing. I feel like I'm talking like Janaki now. They give something really amazing, and it's instead of just seeing the crust and seeing the external, just go through that and go deeper, and it gives you something else. It's wow. It's like Amy's always talking about. You don't want to not. You just want to be in this association because it's nowhere else. This isn't anywhere else. This is this association. This is because, like you were talking about, we need to be social. We are social beings. This is the greatest socialness. I want. This is the association I want to be around. I was saying in my class today, I'm only around 4 actual people externally, really, but here, that it's just intense and intimate and great and just really relaxing, completely amazing. They're not words. The essence, we receive the essence by experiencing this. We receive that by completely experiencing this instead of experiencing the illusion, which is not real, and it's all those things that we know. We experience this as our lives, our real, true lives, and just walk this, and then just share it with others. It's I could go on, but I won't. It's wonderful, Maharaj, to come to this. Yeah, and it wouldn't be wonderful without actually going through the clearing. you know, Maharaj being our router. Is it the router? I forgot which one it is, but it just pushes everything through. And the more you surrender, and I know that with me, the more it will slide through easily. Otherwise, it has to just push a little bit. Yeah, it's great. Thank you, Maharaj.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much, so much. Yeah, and thank you to the family. We have a great devotional family. And feeling that connected and feeling unconnected when you are going through purification, sometimes you get into the, oh, I don't feel connected. Then you feel more connected. It's and just all I can say is my experience kept coming here, no matter what has happened in the last 5 years. I've kept coming here, and it has. This is real life. There's never been as much movement here in your presence and moving with Krishna because of you starting it all off, and then making, like you said, making our own relationship, our inner relation, deeper relationships with Krishna inside, and you know we are being able to go and preach as well. And you started this all off, and my God, no matter what the false ego tries, it doesn't matter. It never, ever wins. It never wins. Not here. It doesn't win. And it might take my attention for a little while, but it doesn't ever win. It never wins. And great shelter, great mercy, great, wonderful. Lift you up, all right.
All right, Tom, give us a word. Your turn.
Yes, I like to be with that father that takes the troubles from the heart, and that's here. It's very simple. I like to be. That's how it is. I wrote a lot of words, and I was searching for right words, but this is it. I want to be with that father who takes away the troubles of my heart, and that's here.
Yeah. We're with actually a friend, man. You know, our friend is Radha and Krishna. You know, Lord Caitanya. He's our friend, and he takes away our troubles. You know, that's the whole point. Is you know, the pleasure of the Lord. You know, we're into him, man. You know, he's into us. We're into him. You know, Lord Chaitanya, these teachings, this mantra, this chanting, i- it's fantastic. I mean, it's the greatest shelter of the world. It frees you from even religion. You're not under the thumb of religious leaders. I mean, that's the one thing you could
Yeah.
look at. You wonder, why is Gohari? Why is he not afraid? I'm not under their. I'm not in their jurisdiction. If they speculate, I'm not under the jurisdiction of religious leaders. Was Jesus under the religious leaders? He could say what he wanted, just like Lord Chaitanya. He said what he wanted. He did what he wanted. Sometimes he's independent of that. So he makes us independent of his Maya, all of it. You know, all of the. If you take shelter of the real devotees of Vrindavan who are in the real parampara, you will feel that. You will experience that. You know, your heart and soul is there, and the Lord will protect. You'll see, oh man, you know, just you'll it'll make everything like a knife through butter. You know, otherwise it becomes rock solid, like a rock instead of butter. Yeah. So that, you know, we're all doing it. It's great. Nice association here. It's a real transcendental garden of Lord Chaitanya's mercy, and we're here to just share it with others. Uh, you know, it's those who are looking for shelter. You know, the bottom line is, you know, can you see it's raining out there in Maya? Can you see the rain? Do you feel the rain? Well, here's the shelter. Come under. We're under the shelter. It's great, man. You know, the fire is warm. You know, just keep it stoked all the time. You know, burns up all your problems. Yeah. What else there, Tom?
This is always an upgrade of these perfected these reflections here. This is always the when it's raining here, there is a better rain. When it's raining in the material world, there's a better rain here. It's more conclusive. It's cleansing. It's
Yeah.
relishing. It's complete. The complete version is here. Yeah, the complete original father energy is here, connected with all together with on all levels. Yes. The pure father energy of Krishna and of Paramatma and of Lord Caitanya and of Guru, it's here. Here it's complete. And the others, they, yeah, it's a kind of, but it's also very natural that it exists. Yes, there has to be a lesser version to distinguish it from the original. Yeah, it has to be this way. How it's all created, it's perfect. We have to learn to distinguish the real father um, from the copy,
Yeah.
the distorted copy, the inconclusive father.
Yeah.
So it's all leading to this, and whoever there's also this natural attraction. Um, the moment you can distinguish the quality, then you are already on the path. The moment you can distinguish the quality and see the quality and taste, there is no attraction anymore to the old perverted reflection.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is we get the real vision. Yeah, our Father, the Father is really the scriptures. They're our guides, and it's like a father. They guide us properly, and so we all take that guidance, which is nice. Yeah. All right, great. All right, so why don't we take a little break now, and um, we'll be back. Thank you very much for coming, everybody. Yeah, and take a little bit of a